Okay, hello everybody. I hope the music is not too loud. It probably is. Let me lower it a little bit. Okay, something like that. It should be enough. I hope it's not too loud. Okay, I have no idea what the volumes should be. Let me get the camera. Let me fix the lights here. Okay. Oh wow, this is very bright. And I'm here. Oh, let's go. We did it. Hey, how are you doing, everybody? This was not the easiest start. Oh, music is gone. Okay, it's too low. Okay. I hope this is better. Ooh, this was not the easiest start of stream I've had so far. I hope it's better. Let me say hello to everybody. Hello, Coops. Hello, Muhammad. Hello, Lynx. How are you doing, everybody? I hope you're good. Oh, thank you. Great. Yeah, I just came home from an exam. It was kind of a joke of an exam, more like a quiz. It was kind of weird. I'm still having, I'm finishing my dinner. Here. I know you want to see it. Cheese pizza. The best. Yeah, that's what it is about. And yeah, so how are you doing? What have you all been up to? I hope good things. I've been not touching Unity again for 2 weeks at least. Last week I wanted to stream, but I really could not because I had another exam. Oh, yeah, Mohamed, pizza is the best. And Lynx, that's great. Remember to disinstall your games though, because if they discover that you installed games on their computer, they might not be like super hyped with that. I'm not super happy about drinking like this on stream, but you know, what do you want to do about it? I have Steam open, by the way, here because I had to restart my computer because for some reason that I have no clue, OBS cannot get the audio from my Mac. It's not just my Mac, but Macs in general. And so I need to use this weird plugin, and sometimes it doesn't not start. So yeah, but at least it works now, and you can hear some music. We can have some background music. Oh yeah, now I'll finish my pizza and then we'll start with the code. Yeah, spaghetti's good too, man. Spaghetti's good too. It loves game faster. That's great. What have you been playing? Lately, I've been playing on Steam. Hollow Knight and Celeste are the games I spend the most time playing lately. You must have been chugging through cat-like coding tutorials. Oh, that's great. What have you been learning? Are you still working on your hacks on your mobile game, generic mobile game? You're not gonna spoil anything, or are you doing the Twitch stuff? Oh, okay. So I'm actually thinking that I might go live on Twitch in the next few days. Because, as I talked about in older streams, like in previous streams, sorry, I need to get my English running. I've been talking Italian all week. So, dude, Coops, you should play that. And I think there's a mod to play together. So, if any of you have Celeste, maybe we can do that. But I think I'm gonna start going live on Twitch in the next couple of days. Not couple of days, like this week or next week, and create some lower effort content, because I don't have enough time to prepare coding and game dev videos, so I'm probably gonna be doing that. I have a few cool ideas planned. Some of them might actually allow me to leech from bigger streamers. I might spoil some of that. I'm looking at a couple of streamers to try and involve, or better, get involved with them, so that I might grow my audience on Twitch and maybe start doing that on a more regular basis. By the way, I think everyone here actually follows me on Twitch, but if you don't and you want to support me in any way, I'm gonna add my Twitch channel to the description. https://twitch.tv/whateep, and if you wanna follow me on there, that would be great. So far you put most of your projects on hold. Okay, that's great. I think that makes sense. Oh, you have it on Xbox. That's cool. Honestly, I think it's a game to be played with the controller. I use a PS4 controller without having a PS4 here. But yeah, if you play it with a controller, I think you're on the right track. Let's say it like that. I recently got a Switch with some money that I managed to get myself with tutoring, with Python tutoring, and I was about to buy it on the Switch as well because I love that game, but I think I will be saving those 15 bucks and spending them on something else. Okay, I think we can start. Let me boot up Unity. I don't think there's anything private about the stream here page. What the fuck? Oh my god, Unity is so annoying. Why did it launch 2 versions of Unity? Okay. It's loading. Okay, great. I need to move the chat to the second monitor. I have to move the chat to the second monitor. Okay, great. I'm gonna move this to the second monitor as well. I'm gonna close my university notes. And yeah, okay. You like how most games are recommended to use keyboard and mouse, and Celeste is an exception. Yeah, I think that and Hollow Knight. I actually got I actually bought Hollow Knight a lot of months ago, but I waited to play it because somewhere I read a lot of people recommending to play with a controller. And so I was like, no, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna buy a controller, and then I'm gonna play. And honestly, with a controller, it's so fucking good. Like, you can be on your chair, you can recline your seat and then play very chill. And since it's a rage-inducing game, kind of like Celeste, with the other issues, like not just the platforming, but being able to be chill, I think helps a lot with the gameplay, because on my keyboard I would probably be mashing the keyboard way too hard. Okay, let's also open Visual Studio. I hope you cannot hear me chewing because that might be a bit gross. But I swear I'm done with this. With this mouthful, I'm done. Oh, I am so tired. By the way, guys, the stream is probably gonna go on for 2 hours or something like that. As usual, I'll be probably. Oh, my cat is here, and she's of course biting the cables. I'll probably be streaming until 11 p.m. local, which means exactly 2 hours from now. Like exactly 1 hour, 1 hour and 45 minutes. Okay, I need to get back in my English. I don't care about the updates. Okay, so everybody, here we are with the third and hopefully last installment of the live inventory prototyping series, I guess. It's not probably a tutorial, but I guess that we can call it like that. Okay, the first thing I want to do is actually go to the inventory, and instead of having the resources path declared inside of here, I'm gonna add a string item resources path, and pass it as a parameter. So here, let's also add, oh, I'm messing things up very bad. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's do a recap of what we have done so far. Basically, what we have is an inventory that is just a class that contains an item database and a content, a structure, let's say like that, and then has some methods to interact with the inventory. These methods are implemented from, well, not implemented, but wrap some other methods that are implemented by an interface, and this interface actually is implemented by two classes for the moment. One is pre-ordered inventory content and the other one is chronological inventory content. And basically the difference is, well, the reason I did this is because I cannot be bothered in creating like a managed inventory, like it would be, let's say, Minecraft's inventory, in which you can move items around. So what we did is actually have two modes. Like the first mode takes the items in the same order they are declared, like 1 and 2. It's gonna take 1 and 2. And I have an error here. I am missing. Oh, okay. And the other one is actually gonna order the items in the same order that, let's say, they are taken. Yeah. So if I take the apple before the iron sword, I'm gonna have the apple appear like before the iron sword. Yeah. I don't think there's another way to put that. I hope it was clear. And this one uses a dictionary, and this one uses a list, I think. Yeah, it's a list. Sorry, it's been 2 weeks since I have seen this code that I wrote on stream without any preparation, so I need to get back into my mindset. I can close this pop-up here. And one thing I want to do before we go to the UI, because we will be using that, is actually adding some events. I'm gonna say one event, private event. Let's add the system namespace. I'm gonna use this one. Private event action. And for the moment, we're not gonna pass anything to it. I'm gonna pass a string. Action and let's call it on content changed. And what I'm gonna do is actually call this this method from take and give in order to update the UI when the content on the inventory changes, because I don't like using the update loop. So we're gonna use events. That's cooler. So we're gonna convert this method to user body, and probably let's do it like that. Let's also convert use block body for methods. Okay, we're gonna return this. Well, success bool success equals this, I'm gonna say, and let's return success. And if success, so if we were able to remove the item from the inventory, we're just going to with the arrow say on content changed invoke, and let's pass the item ID. And this is the same, but instead of doing it on success, we're just going to do it. Okay, okay, so we are ready to move to the UI, I think, or if we're gonna need anything else, I'm probably going to be adding that later. So let's go back to Unity, and I've not touched Unity's UI system in almost 4 months. I've not missed it. I am probably gonna be learning the new UI toolkit for my next projects, but for now let's stick to the classic system. So create empty, no, wait, sorry. UI, create canvas. Let's say inventory, UI. Let's say scale with screen size. Let's say 1920 by 1080. Okay, now let's create an empty child and let's call it inventory. Great, now we're gonna have an inventory UI script. Yeah, we're not gonna have any other UI for the moment, so let's keep it like that. And what I want to do is now open this and not do anything with it, but we want to start creating the UI. I'm not gonna worry about it looking good for the moment. I'm just gonna worry about it working, let's say like that. Okay, so let's put it on the side here. Why is it not change? Oh wait. Didn't it used to? Why is it not? Oh, okay. This makes sense. Okay, great. Great. Let me destroy this and add it again. So UI image. Let me put it do not disturb. Something like this, I guess. let's say 540 for the width. I need to move my camera here. Okay, let's say that it's gonna be offset by 20 pixels, and let's set it to have like half opacity, actually 27. Something like that. And here what we can do is add a title. So this is gonna be the background. Now we're gonna add a title, UI. I'm gonna use a text because I don't wanna download the TextMesh Pro Essentials right now, but you know how that works. It's not something new. Okay, so scene here, let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's say 120. Well, 100 is good as well. Let's center it. Let's say inventory. Let's make it bigger, so best fit. Max size, let's say 80. Okay. So we're gonna have our inventory like this. And now let's add another child. That's gonna be like the viewport. So we're gonna expand this like this. And let's remove another 20 pixels. Let's say 20 pixels again. And let's say 520, so we have... Okay, so we have another 20 pixels on the sides. This one is gonna be the viewport of our UI. So I'm gonna add, well, let's model, like, let's call it viewport. And I think that we might actually, let's say, you know what I will do? Let's create a scroll view actually. Copy this. Copy component. Paste component values. Let's delete this one. We don't need the horizontal scroll bar. Let's say no horizontal scrolling. And we have our inventory space. Now what we want to do is actually model the single item. So what I'm gonna do is create a new image, and this image is gonna be controlled by a vertical layout group. We're gonna control the width, and let's say, oh, I put it on the wrong object. Okay, great. So let's say it has 20 pixels of padding and 20 pixels of spacing. So if I create some more, it's gonna be like that. But now we want it to scroll. So what we need to do is actually add a content size feeder component, vertical feed, min size. Okay, now if I add a lot of images and go to the game view, you will see that I'm able to actually scroll. We don't have enough items to use this like in game. Let's call it game. But yeah. So for the moment, let's just keep one. And let's model this. So let's give it a white, yeah, let's keep it with the white color, I guess. And we're gonna have let's say a text. I'm gonna keep it very simple. So the text is gonna span all over the item. It's gonna be centered. It's gonna have a best fit with 60 as max size. And this will say item name and per count, times count. Okay. So we know how many of that we have. And I think for the moment this is gonna be all we care about. Let's say it like that. Great, so let's go to the project. Let's create a prefabs folder. Wait, what is this? Create a folder, prefabs. And I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna call it in UI item. Great. And let's delete it because we don't need it anymore. So now let's go to the inventory UI. And let's start coding. Which I hope will be a bit more exciting than it was the UI. Than the UI was, sorry. Okay. So, first thing first. Serialize field. Let me see if I can. Okay, let me move the microphone so I can see my keyboard, and I'm gonna do have less typos. So private game object, and let's call it root, and this is gonna be our main game object. Then what we want to have is another private game object item prefab, and now we're gonna have a serialized field private transform contents. Let's call it content. Let's give it a header, like header, let's say content, something like that. What do we need? We need a reference to our header. Let's call it UI components. Header references private inventory manager. And the reason I'm using like a private reference instead of like creating a static singleton is because I cannot be bothered. There's not a real reason for that. And so what we're gonna do now is go to the start method, and we're probably gonna want to let's say we're gonna create a private void update UI method, something like this. And what I'm gonna do here is create a method to subscribe to this. So let's say that this is actually public void add listener action. Let's remove the string from here, and let's say on content changed plus equal action. Okay, sorry, I need to remove this as well. Okay, so we're gonna add a listener and we're gonna remove the listener at the same. Remove listener. And we're gonna say that in the inventory manager we have already the public property. So here in the start method we want to say inventory manager dot inventory dot add listener update UI, and here I want to say on destroy inventory manager dot inventory dot remove a listener update UI. I don't think we need this actually. Well, I'll comment it and leave it there. From the UI, in update UI, what we want to do is have like a loop that loops through the content of the inventory and adds items that are present in the inventory into the UI. So I want to have a private dictionary string game object, I guess, for now, and let's call it spawned items. Okay, yeah, I think game object is good. And what we want to do here is actually go and say if spawned items dot contains key, and now we want to do for, let's get the inventory here, content is I inventory content. So here I also want to have a void, let's say a void how is it called, item data, void item data item content array. Why does this not work? Method must have, oh, I am so stupid. Oh man, I need to I need to code more. Let's add a method. Let's say that this is a list item data content as list. It can be a property, so I'm going to create this here. Let's get it here, and let's say public get list item data L is equal to new list of item data. Hey, hello some kid, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. What's up? Let's create a new list, and let's say for each var key in content dot keys, I guess. Okay, this is not a method. Let's say L dot add k. No, not k, but content of k. Okay. So let's say string, I guess. String, and string. I am figuring this out as I go. I am not. Let's add k. If content of k is greater than 0. So if we have any item for the item ID k, so if we have more or equal to 1 of k, let's add it, and at the end return the list. Return L. Okay. I've been coding in Visual Studio Code for the last couple of weeks, so I'm really not used to coding C# in Visual Studio at the moment. Hey, it has been a while since you watched one of my streams. Hey, yeah. You started learning Java. It's cool. You love Java? Dude, you love Java. No shame. No shame. But honestly, I don't hate Java. That would be a bit of a stretch. But compared to C#, if you're learning it and you already know C#, you might find, you will find a lot of similarities. C# has taken a lot from Java because it was born later. But I think that C# does it so much better than when I code in Java. I find it very very not, doesn't flow as well. Like the flow is not as good. Well, it's very powerful. It's probably fun to code. You can get stuff running very fast. But I'm not a huge fan of Java. But that's cool that you're learning it, of course. Hi, Titan. How are you doing? I've seen that you've been you started doing your game. You never shared anything like game dev related. You were doing. I remember you doing the C# Discord bot, but this is the first time I've seen you coding something like game. I think it's a game. Maybe it's not a game, but you were rotating stuff, so I guess it's safe to assume it's a game. That's cool. That's cool. Feel free to share any progress you make. I'm very, very curious. And you have it's the only language you know. Okay, okay. So if it's the first language that you are learning, it's pretty cool. Yeah, and it's super cool that you love it. That you're loving it. Yeah, but trust me, you will learn Java. I suggest you get pretty good at it because it's still very used in the industry. Like not just game dev, but in the computer science industry is still pretty big, even though I hope it will fall soon because it's kind of a dinosaur at this moment. But when you will move on to try C#, for example, you will say, yeah, it's the cooler cousin of Java. Like they're related, but one is way cooler than the other. Like my brother with me. Okay, you were just starting something. Never mind, never mind. I was excited for you to be making a game, but at this point, never mind. You're working on Unity and you want to convert a CSV to variables. Can I help you? I'm thinking about it. Yeah, well, by the way, hi. I'm gonna butcher your name, Aditya Dalal. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. What you want to do is actually, when you read the file, you can, in Unity, you can have it as a text asset. So let's say something like this. You can have public text asset CSV, something like that. And then what you want to do, be ready to screenshot my screen because I'm gonna delete this later. What you want to do is actually go where you're reading it, basically, and say let's see, csv.read text. Okay, text for line in for each, let's say for each string line in CSV dot text dot split on the new line character. So basically for each line in your CSV file, what you want to do is say string array. Sorry, this is not Python or JavaScript, this is C#, so I need to use a single quotes. String array values, something like that, equals to line dot split on your separator. So I'm guessing separator, and you're gonna have like a character separator is equal to, I'm guessing you're gonna have like semicolons, but you might have columns, whatever you're using. Yeah, I think you understand what I mean. And what you want to do is like, you're gonna have the values as strings inside of here. So let's say that your CSV is like name, surname, ID, and the ID is an integer. You're gonna have like N1, S1, 12, for example. And you're gonna have N2, S2, 43. So you're gonna have like string name is equal to values of 0. You're gonna have string surname is equal to value of 1, and you're gonna have like int ID is equal to int dot parse values of 2. And basically you structure it on your CSV, and you basically just do this. And let me do this. Okay, a CSV is actually a text file. It stands for comma separated values. It's like a spreadsheet, but without any extra information. So imagine it as a table of values saved like this. You're gonna have one line, that's the headers, that indicates the name of the columns, and then you are gonna have one value for each column separated by a comma or a a column, and basically it's just gonna be a spreadsheet without the the methods you can, the functions you can add in Excel or anything like that. Yeah, so Aditya, I'm gonna send a screenshot of this. I'm gonna have text asset I'm gonna add, like, send this in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, there's a link in the description, and you can copy it from there. Well, you can take a screenshot of the screen right now, but if you cannot for any reason take a screenshot, I'm gonna send it in the coding channel on the Discord. So desktop screenshots. Okay, for the VFX graph, I have not used the I've used the VFX graph one time only, and I have no idea how you do that. But I'm pretty sure that if you look on Stack Overflow or the Unity forums, you will find an answer to that. Yeah, Cubs, I do not have the commands set up. I'm gonna be doing that. The first stream I have on Twitch, I'm gonna be setting up the commands. and then playing some games. Scaffolds, how are you doing? Man, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? It's been a while. Question. You were working, I've not been following anything in the last few months. You were working on your museum game, right? Or did I fall behind and I've moved on to something else? If so, how are you doing on that? How's it going? You're welcome, Aditya. I hope my pronunciation of your name was somewhat correct. Okay, so let's get back to our inventory. What were we doing? I don't remember. Okay, yeah, I was creating the content as list property for our inventory contents, and this is just gonna return the content, I guess. Oh, okay. Content dot for each not convert all to string, and let's say item dot id. Okay, so we're gonna return the list of IDs. Let's make sure that the inventory exposes the item database. Okay, it doesn't, so let's do that now. Public item database. Let's call it database. Okay, and now in the inventory UI, we're gonna update the UI finally. Hey Aditya, I don't think you can. I appreciate the thought. I am not monetized. I have no idea what it takes if I need to be monetized for you to super chat. But if you can, if you want to support in any way, please do not donate. But in the description you will find a link to my Twitch channel, and I might like really use some followers over there. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/watip. I'm gonna be streaming there, not non-game dev related content, but I might use like the numbers. So if you want to follow me on there, I appreciate that. You took a break. Man, I respect that. I really respect that. I am the first to take a long break from game development and everything. But yeah. But at least you were working on that. Okay, I did not like lose too much progress on the community. I need to get involved. I have not made a game, like even a small game, like Game Jam game, in forever. No, okay, super chat is basically donations via chat. I think in YouTube live streams. It's basically the same of redeeming highlight my message on Twitch, but by paying with money and not channel points. It's basically cheering, but not with bits, but with your currency. Hey Richard, sorry. Good evening. Totally Aza and Richard, guys. I was very concentrated. I missed your messages. How are you doing, guys? Welcome. Okay, let's talk about this a moment. Let's talk about this for a moment, and you will see my camera like switch. This is stupid, but I like having my camera oriented like this because I have my left. Okay, I don't know, my left and my right corners, and I can see myself pointing towards the right sides of the screen. But when I'm coding, I like to be facing the code. Okay, never mind that. Let me rotate this, and let's talk about the next jam. How about it? I would love to do that. I would love to create to make a new jam. Do you want to have a new jam? Because I feel like I owe the people that participated in the last one a video. Yeah, I am kind of embarrassed about that. I probably already talked about this in an older stream. I have never done the video showcasing the winners. I played most of the games live on stream, and the streams are still up on my channel, so I kind of made a video about that. But I've never made like a final video. But yeah, if you think so, I'm kind of embarrassed because it's awkward for me because I still need to do that. It's been 1 year. But if you think that a game jam would be fun, I think it would be fun. I would enjoy playing them. So we might actually have that. I will, you know what? I will be doing a community post if we get some votes for a game jam. I'm actually gonna do that. And we might try to find some caveats to have it not be like the usual jam with nothing like new. But we might find something to make it fun for everybody, even for people that have started not having too much fun with game jams like me. I was getting very burnt out. I managed to crunch myself into depression with game dev, so that's why I stopped making games for the moment and participating into game jams. But yeah, all of this to say, if you want a game jam, please let me know, and we'll probably be doing another one then. I think we can do that. I think people, yeah, I agree. Okay, sorry, I'm missing a lot of messages. I agree with scaffolds. I prefer looking at myself into a mirror. And also, yeah, that was really healthy for the community. Then that might help bring in some more people in. So yeah. Okay, you all seem excited for the game jam. I agree with scaffolds. I was too stressed, but it was everything, like game jams, having to do the collabs, having to put out a video every I managed to burn myself out very, very hard. It's been like 6 months since I've been burnt out. I've not like back on my feet 100%, but I'm getting there. But that might help me. I might even participate in my own jam without telling you who I am. I'll see if I got any time to do that. Yeah, I remember you, Richard, having like always very intense sessions at game jams. Coobs, okay. I'll be wanting you to participate in this one though, okay? It's cool. You have only done one. I've done a few. I've stopped doing them because I could not sustain them anymore. But if you want to participate, that would be great. The same is for everybody, of course. Okay, now then I'll be thinking about a theme. Maybe we can have like a poll for the theme, so that people get something that they want to work on. What do you think about that? Like, would you prefer to have me decide on the theme and then just reveal it? Or should we have like a poll with a lot of themes and people vote on them, and then maybe I add some twist? I don't know. Since you started writing your engine, you have not entered any jams because it's not ready and you're too lazy. Well, that makes sense. But if you want to enter a jam without the engine ready, you can always use the older version. Well, some kid, game jams are not about making the best game. I've put out a lot of crap in jams, so that it's not like you don't have to be a pro game developer to participate into a jam. Even if you take the jam like as a 2-day to learn how to have a little ball be drawn on the screen and then move around, and that's all you do and that's all you submit, that's still a success because you have taken the time to learn something that you did not know before. I think Blank Dev, who has been a long time friend of the channel, has used the Brachis gem, I think, to learn Pygame with Python, and that's a great thing. Because when are you gonna learn it if you don't take the game jam as a chance to learn it? And that's probably one of the reasons why I was getting burnt out, because I was getting a bit too competitive with game jams. I was not having so much fun anymore. I'm probably gonna be I'm choosing new music. I'm probably gonna take myself less seriously. This one is cool. No, Renegade. Okay. So, Coops likes the poll. Scaffles agrees. Just reveal the theme without the poll. Okay. Okay, we have conflicting opinions here. Yeah, you could. You know what? A cool game you could make with the calculator might just be like have a calculation be displayed and the user has some time to put the value in. Like you need to calculate it in your head and then you have to type the numbers in the calculator. Might be an example. Or you could give a number and then you have to give two numbers that have some constraints on them that make that number. I don't know. You can invent something. True, no poll is definitely easier. Yeah, it's easier, but I want to do something that's about the community. So I will see about that. Maybe I can do a poll to ask you if you want a poll. That's something that I could do. I will think about that. I will probably ask you all in the Discord what you think before doing a poll on YouTube. But yeah, so let's get back to the code. That I want to get this inventory system done so that I can move on with other stuff. Scene. Okay, now I am facing the code. On update UI, okay, great. Let me remove the CSV. Let's initialize this. And here we will say that for each string item ID in inventory manager dot inventory dot and I need to make it expose it here. Private inventory content. Oh. Dot content. Did I make it private? I'm so dumb. Maybe you could do a suggestion box where anyone can give an idea. Oh, I like that. That is a good idea. Yeah, I will totally do that. That makes it easier so that that people do not know what the theme is before, like the reveal, but at the same time they get to say something. I like that. Hey, catch you later. Catch you later, B. Well, thank you for swinging by. Content. dot content as list. Okay, this is very long. Let's say list string content is equal to all of this. Well, let's say inventory in is equal to, let's say, using my game dot inventory system and im dot content as list. I renamed it as list, like, oh, you understood. Sorry, I'm very tired. I need to catch some sleep later. For each, I need a semicolon here. Hey Kazim Ahmad, I'm sorry. I know I keep saying this. I'm sorry if I am mispronouncing your names. Hello there. Hello Austin, how you doing? Hey dude. Oh, it's all of you here. That's cool. That's really cool. And that's cool you're calling him jungler. Oh yeah, you play Minecraft with us, so, well, with him. I'm not like playing too much, but yeah, it makes sense that you know that then. How are you doing, guys? And thank you everybody for joining the stream. I'm good. I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I'm really tired, and I realized that when I'm talking, and I realize when I'm talking that I'm not making any sense. Oh yeah, that's him. That's him. So, what I want to do is say we're gonna loop through all the items in the inventory and say if spawned items dot contains key item ID, we're gonna create a new item. Create a new item. Something like that. This is probably better done with pooling. Probably better done with pooling. You know what? I could do that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's pool them. Let's pool all of them. So, let's say private inventory is equal to inventory manager. Inventory manager dot inventory. Inventory is equal to that. We're gonna do like for each var key value pair in inventory dot database dot items as array. Let's say item data array. What we want to do is actually say that spawned items dot add item data dot id, and here we want to say game object go is equal to instantiate item prefab under content. Okay, let's say go dot set active false item data id, and let's say go. Okay, we'll also say for the moment we'll say go dot get component in children text, and we need to say using unity engine dot ui text, and we're gonna say dot text is equal to item data dot name. Man, I watched all the tutorials about inventory system available on YouTube, but haven't got what you're looking for. So you create a list and manually add items to the list, and this works for you. You know what? That's the way you do it. You look at a lot of documentation and literature. Let me say literature, and then you make what you need, and that's great. That's great. I'm doing something similar there. Like, one of the 2 modes for my inventory is actually a list. So, you know what? I'm not saying my way to do it, of doing it, is the best way of doing it, but you know what? What suits you is probably the best way of doing it. I have 2 modes here, and that works for you. That's great. Good job. Inventory UI here. Okay, for the moment, I think we can just do this. And now we'll say, let's say, we don't need this anymore. For item ID in inventory.content.asList, we're gonna say item, like game object, go is equal to spawned items of key item ID. Sorry, I have my pop filter that covers my my entire keyboard and I cannot see what I'm typing. Okay. And we're gonna say go.transform.setSibling.index, and we're gonna say go.transform.childCount. I think this might be enough, and then I will now explain what I'm doing. And let's say go.setActive true. And here there is probably a better way of doing this. I'm going to this is kind of dirty, but I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna have for each. You know what? I'm gonna have a list of strings, and I'll say owned items is equal to new list. I'm gonna say owned items dot add item ID. And here I say for each var key in spawned items dot keys. I'm just gonna say if owned items dot contains, if not owned items dot contains key, I'm just gonna say spawned items dot key, not dot key, but of key dot set active false. Okay, basically every time we update the inventory, we're gonna loop through all the items and activate the items, the UI for the items that are owned by the player. What happened to the music? I cannot hear the music anymore. You should be able to hear it. Why can't I hear it? Do you hear the music, guys? Because I got it in the monitor that it works, but it's skipping. Okay, it's having trouble. That's kind of annoying. Oh, this is very annoying. You can see the spinning rainbow wheel here. Yeah, it's not. It's very broken. Music is okay. It's probably the plugin that I'm using. Yeah, it's not going. Fun. Guys, we don't have music anymore. That sucks. I could like play music out loud and let it get into the microphone, but I don't think that would be the best. So I think we will not have music for the rest of the stream. Okay. Okay. Okay, now you can hear me, I think. Hear me? There are some moments in which it goes. Like if I keep my this uh I don't know what's happening tonight. I don't know what's happening tonight. This is kind of annoying. Okay, it's back. I need to keep my sound preferences open. that that's kind of broken, but if it works, it works. Okay, let's hope it works. I've seen Brian Purdy entering the stream, so either way, it's all good, but maybe try another song just in case it was a file corruption. No, it's not a file corruption, thank you. That was a good suggestion, but the problem is with OBS and macOS. They do not work too well together, and it was a problem with iShow. It's called iShow audio capture. It's a software that's used to pass the audio from like desktop to OBS, and it's that. No, I'm not having connection issues. It's a problem with the audio and OBS at the moment. The mic is like if I keep this open, I'll show you. I'll show you. Okay. So it's trippy. Look, this is the monitor for my microphone. If I go here and like it's back. I have no idea of what's going on. I have no idea of what is going on. It does not make any sense. Well, as long as it works, I think I'm good with it. Does it work if I lower it? Okay, it works if I hide the window. So it should be good. It's not a problem of macOS, it's a problem with OBS and macOS. Then yeah, then on some things, then macOS, I agree with you. But it's weird because I reset my computer to like clean up the things, everything on my disk, and since I like cleaned everything up, I've been having issues with OBS. So I might have misinstalled it or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to ourselves. Here we're enabling all the items that are owned, and we're setting them as the latest in the child's like in the hierarchy. Let's say we have some items here. We're looping through all of them and setting them as the last one, so that we're gonna have at the end we're gonna have them in the same order in which they are in the inventory, basically. And then we are setting as non-active all the ones that are not owned. Okay, yeah, I'm guessing you're going, Scaffold, so have a nice one. Thank you for stopping by. And Lynx now has a random idea for a game, so I better hurry up with the game jam. Also, by the way, this game jam will probably be announced and the theme will be revealed on the correct day and not because I'm a dumbass that sets the auto schedule, like the scheduled release, for the wrong day. And I think everything should be done now. I am probably gonna have like on start inventory. Let's set this as public. Inventory manager. Let's say inventory dot invoke. I cannot do this, right? Yeah, okay. Well, we don't need this. Something like this. Let's see if it works. I'm not 100% sure that everything's set up. No, because I have not set any references here. So, inventory manager. The inventory manager, it's gonna be this one. The root is gonna be this one. And the content is gonna be this one. And the UI item is gonna be this one. Let's go back to the console. Let's clear it on play. Let's run. Okay, great. Great. Now we have how many we have. Like, we have the items that we have here. And since we are in we are in pre-ordered. If we go to pre-ordered mode, let's see what we have. We have iron sword and carrot. Now let's try. I already see that it's not working. In chronological, we should have carrot before iron sword. Why is that? Let's see. Let's also say geo.name is equal to item data.name. I did not ask you what the idea was because maybe you didn't want to say it, but if you want to share the idea with us now, that would be pretty cool. Maybe it's this one that is not working. let's say geo dot transform dot parent. Wait, what was this? Okay, yeah, the problem is this, it's not supposed to be geo but content. This should work now, and we should have the apple before the iron sword. Not really, apparently. Sword iron and carrot. Wait. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. We're giving 2 carrots. Okay, yeah, we're taking them. Let's remove this. And let's see if it... I am very dumb, but I found a bug anyway. So, I'm not gonna complain. Carrot and iron sword, perfect. And if we have it be pre-ordered, we're gonna have it like iron sword and carrot, yeah. Great, great, let's do it. Let's do it, we are happy with that. Now what we want to do is go to inventory and add another method called int amount string item ID, and let's implement it. This method will simply return how much we own of some item. Public int amount item ID, and let's say if content dot contains key item ID, return content of item ID, else return 0. And we're also going to wanna have it here, and let's say int amount 0, and let's say amount plus equal content dot I think we should have let's say find all, convert all to int with the let's say stack to stack dot amount dot we have some. No, we do not have some, but we can do like for int for each int in this plus equal to a return amount. This is kind of sad without the music. I was not ready to have a stream without the music. I am tempted to add it again and try and add it again. It doesn't work. Well, apparently you should be able to hear it, but if it skips, I cannot hear it, and that's kind of annoying. So I guess we won't have the music. I'm so salty right now for this. I need to figure this out. Okay, perfect. So now we'll say in the inventory UI, we're going to say this plus inventory dot oh well, I think I should add a wrapper here. Public int amount string item ID content dot amount item ID. Amount item ID. Okay. And here we'll say inventory dot database dot get item ID dot name. This is very dirty, but we'll like use it. Yeah, music was back, but I think it was skipping. So, well, I'll try to put it back. If it sucks, you tell me, and I will remove it. But I think that if you need to watch, like, if you want to watch it, okay, now it's not going at all. Fuck it. No music, no music. We'll keep it with no music. So let's see if this works now. We should have iron sword 1 caret 5. Yeah, something like that. I will figure out the music for the next stream. Okay, now we have the inventory display how many we have of each item. I don't think I will be going much. Why it's different? I know why. Yeah, I'm dumb. Sorry. Here I need to say content dot let's say stack dot ID is equal to item ID it's not the best way to do it. We should probably have like a are we adding different? No, we don't have multiple stacks for each item, so we can just do it like item content item ci is equal to content dot find last that match, let's say match dot id is equal to item ID ci dot amount. Okay, this is a bit better. Let's see if this works. Caret 5 iron sword 1, and if I go to pre-ordered, it should be iron sword 1 caret 5. Yeah, and that's great. I think we'll be stopping there with the inventory. But let's see how you could improve on this. And for this, I think I will be getting Photoshop open. Let me open Photoshop here. And while I open Photoshop, I will take off my shoes because I'm going to bed in 20 minutes and I need to take off my shoes. I'm really not in the mood of having my shoes on. I'm not showing you my feet, of course. Okay, so new file. Let's set it as dark. And let's feel okay. Great. Okay, so at the moment we just have like a simple item, like item card that is like this, but we can do and then like the number, like the amount of item that we have. And something cool you can do, for example, is actually taking this and making it a bit more complex. Like we still, oh, let me make it a bit. Okay, sort of. If I would just draw it normally, it would probably be easier. Okay. So you're gonna have something like this. Item name. Okay. And then you can have like, let's pretend that we have like the sword. You could have like your a small sprite, like be an icon here. Something like that. And then when you hover with the mouse, so I'm gonna have another layer here. You can have the mouse over on the item, and it opens up like a window, a floating window with a description. So like with good old lorem ipsum, something like this. I think this is a cool way to do that. So yeah, it's a bit more complex. I really don't feel like today. I'm gonna be honest. The audio problem is giving me a head scratch scratcher right now. It kind of distracted me a bit because I need to figure it out before I do other stuff. I'm really, really, really upset about that, and I'm also very tired. So I really don't want to get working with the UI too much. But we have the inventory system working. I don't think I will be doing any crafting system. But yeah, I think this will be enough for today. But this said, you can really take this system that we made here and expand on it and do anything you want. Actually, what I did in the last day of summer is have the methods of the inventory, like give, take, owns, and amount, be integrated with the dialog system. So you can use the dialog system to manipulate and handle the data in the inventory. You can have like items in the word of your game, and then when you interact with them, you can add them to the inventory. But all you really need, and that's basically just the whole point of an inventory system, is you think of the inventory as a database. So all you actually need is a data structure to store those items, and some methods for the CRUD operation of database, which means create, read, update, and destroy. Basically, we can create and update items, like the content of the inventory with these methods. We can destroy the content of the inventory, and we can read. And that's basically it. We're gonna have a data structure, and we're gonna handle it with care, but also have it do what we need it to do. And what I want to stress is you should not have any logic related to the inventory in the UI. The UI follows, like, this whole thing follows the MVC model view controller pattern. So in MVC, the inventory is gonna be the M in MVC, M plus C, let's say M plus C, and the inventory manager is gonna be the C in MVC. Let's say like this. And for those that do not know what the MVC pattern is, let's just look it up on Google. MVC pattern. I will leave you with this nice image that's not very easily explained, but I think, no, wait, open image in a tab. But it explains what the whole idea of the model view controller is. This is actually better than the one I had in the slides in my university course. Oh. You know what? I didn't think I would be uploading the code for this tutorial in on GitHub, but I will. I wanna add some repos to my GitHub, so I'll probably be adding that. I will post on the community tab of the channel and on Discord when I do. And this said, I think I'm done. Yeah, I know I said I would stay until 11 p.m. my time, which means 10 p.m. UTC, which means I don't know where you leave, but 17 minutes from now. But I'm too tired. I'm really upset. I really cannot think about anything but the audio not working, because it was working. It might be something that has to do with the usage, like the CPU usage. I will look into that. But yeah. I'm gonna repeat that. If you do not follow me on Twitch yet, I will ask you, if you want, to go in the description and follow me on Twitch, because I really need the numbers over there. And if you want to support me, that's really appreciated. If you have not subscribed to the channel, but I think we're I think that's not a problem here. Please do, but that's less of an issue right now. I really need the numbers on Twitch for some plans that I have at the moment. And thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry about the music. I can't remove these now. I'm not used to streaming without my my headphones. You will unfollow me and then follow me. Okay, I appreciate that's not necessary. Don't worry. Also, I will text you, Coops, now for that thing. I have had an idea, but yeah. This said, I will stop it now. I would usually have some music in the outro, but that's not what we are gonna have today. Let me let me close everything here, but let me get the large cam. And thank you everybody for stopping by, coming to the stream, for supporting, for chatting. That's something that I really appreciate. I will update you when I publish the code. I will probably not publish the whole project, or maybe I will. It's very lightweight. Yeah, I'll see what GitHub desktop creates as a git ignore for the Unity project, and I will upload whatever comes with it. This said, This said, guys, have a good one. I'm usually more energetic at this point, but I'm fed up. I am really upset. I will stop complaining. I will leave you to the rest of your day. Have a great one. Thank you for watching. See ya.